Morning, gorgeous ladies. I'm here today to chat to you about gratitude and what a difference it can make in your life, in order for you to feel a bit more positive, a bit more, well, grateful obviously, but how important gratitude is, which I didn't really understand the importance of it until about maybe 8 months ago. So gratitude is it's a little activity that you can do every single day, and I'm going to talk you through why it can literally change your life, because everything is about mindset. Everything. So that could be wanting to get a different job, wanting to have more money, wanting to do well in life, wanting to start a new relationship, all to do with mindset. If you go into something with the mindset of fear, of scarcity, of worry, then actually you're probably not going to get what it is that you want. If you think about, if you go for a new job, if you're feeling scared that you're not really sort of able to offer very much, and you're desperate to leave your previous job because you really don't like it, or you really don't like the people, or you really don't like the culture, if you are in that desperation, you can kind of put it out there, and that's really, really important to understand. That if you can put out there vibes that you're feeling that are doubtful and unsure and what have you, you can also put vibes out there of I'm enough, I am confident, I'm abundant, and all of those things are really, really helpful. So whenever I've been looking at, in the last year, sort of leveling up the business, whenever I've been looking at what I want to do at the next step, it's always not been about the how. It's not been about the, right, how am I going to achieve that? How do I break it down? It's always about where I'm coming from. So when I'm coming from a place where actually the most important thing to me is the people that work with me are my soul clients. They are, we get each other. We build a great relationship. That is just so vitally important to me. In fact, one of them is watching this morning. Good morning, darling. You're right. Also, with regards to living in abundance, if you always feel that you've got enough, you will always have enough. If you always feel that you're scarce in something, then all that you will end up manifesting is a feeling of more scarcity, which is no good whatsoever. So how do we combat that? How do we do something a little bit different? Well, the easiest thing is to do daily gratitude journaling. Okay, so the best thing to do is when you are feeling quite relaxed at night, maybe this is something you can create as a habit. And if you want to create it as a habit, then you need to do it alongside something you already do. So let's say you brush your teeth and then you reach for your journal as you're getting into bed, and then you think about 3 things that you're grateful for. Now, just to be clear, they are not, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my job, I'm grateful for my friends. They are specific things to that day. So if you work in an office and somebody brings you a cup of tea, maybe that's your bit of gratitude for one of those. Maybe it's that the kids were really, really well behaved. Maybe it was just that you'd had a phone call from somebody that you hadn't heard for ages. All of those sorts of things, just little things that can actually make our tiny hearts happy. Those are great things to gratitude each day. They're great things to turn around and say, yeah, do you know what? I'm grateful for that. Now, why is it beneficial? Okay. So starting to find the little joys in life will focus you on the positives that happen. And what you will consciously or subconsciously start doing is, oh, that little good thing has happened. I'm going to put that in my journal tonight. And at first, sometimes sitting down and trying to think of 3 things can seem quite difficult. And then once the ball's rolling, like some nights I could write 7 things down that I'm really grateful for that day. And other nights I kind of struggle. But once the ball's rolling, I'm okay. The first few times I did it, I found myself struggling just to find 3, but it soon starts to flow. And because you're putting your head in a positive space just before you go to sleep, it is proven scientifically that this can actually help to benefit your sleep, that you're getting better quality sleep, that you're sleeping for longer, that if you wake in the night, you'll go to sleep quicker because you've gone to bed in the first place in a positive mindset instead of this worrying, overthinking, anxiety kind of thing. So even if your brain moves to being a little bit more anxious and what have you, actually predominantly what you've done is started to lessen that effect by having this positive mindset and by having this positive time of journaling your gratitude each night. So true gratitude is really, really important. So at first it might feel a little bit fake, it might feel a bit, oh, I suppose I better put that down. But after a while, when you look back in your book, particularly if you're having a bad day, and you look back and you think, actually, things aren't as crappy as I think they are. And then all of a sudden that unpicks something else. Oh, well, if things are not as crappy as I think they are, maybe things are a bit more positive than I think they are. And then it becomes this layered thing. This isn't something that you can pick up and put down all the time. No, this is something that you need to do on a regular basis, because it's the building up of the habit that is the positive thing. That's the building up of the habit is the thing that makes the difference. That's what's really, really good for you. So I'm actually doing a course about something completely different, and realised that one of the things that I want to achieve next, I'm actually almost preventing, because as much as I like my house, I'm not as in love with it as I was. And the coach for that course quite rightly pointed out, well, if you're not feeling gratitude for what you have got, then why is the universe going to give you something bigger or better or what have you? How is that going to happen? I thought, God, you're absolutely right. So even coaches need a bit of coaching sometimes. So now I've started a list of all the really positive things about my house, and actually, do you know what? I feel a little bit better about it this morning, having then journaled, actually I think it was about 10 or 15 points in the end, and I thought, actually I'm really lucky, I need to stop being a spoiled brat about it. So whenever you're looking for something else, try and work out what the positives are of what you've got at the moment. Even if that's like your relationship or anything like that, just sit down today, work out the positives, because if you feel positive about what you've got, the universe is more inclined to give you something that's the next level up. So I hope that's been helpful. Ooh, can't speak. Hope that's been helpful for you, and I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's a slightly different time at 9:30, but I'm really looking forward to having you join me. Lots of love to you. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you then. Take care. Bye.